Okay.
Yes. So you want to hear a funny story? Yesterday, Christina Kerr, Senator Hernandez, walks in this year in the parking lot. She's all in a green dress. Green dress. Yes. I said, Senator, I just wanted to let you know we chose green today as our color. I thought you might want to know that. She said, oh my word, I'm so glad you told me. And she spares lasers in her office. She put a blue big laser on top of her. Very smart. So, there's something said for keeping that shoulder over your
I'm like, yeah, I know exactly.
Let's see, can we do a selfie?
There we go.
Wait, this side. And then this side.
Do yourself a test and make things and go.
There you go.
Okay, I know you're both kind of tall, but we're going to have you stand right here. And then whenever it comes, I'm going to have you stand there too. Whenever it comes time for the photo, whenever she sits down, if you guys can take a big step over here so that the leaders can come up to you. Or however you want to work it.
Stand up when we start.
So you guys just here for the pens?
Yeah.
Are there 50?
Or do we get pens? Is there a lottery?
And your questions, Howie.
Your questions, Howie. They're 29 pens. 30.
So tight budget this year. Only get
Right. Only one per year.
Okay, so good to meet you. I'm Hannah. Yeah.
Well, I know.
It's Susan, and I work at Agave as well. Yeah. I'm so
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. Almost a month ago, I stood in this very room detailing the dangers of the Arizona Supreme Court's decision to uphold the 1864 total abortion ban. In the weeks since, we've seen women and healthcare providers suffer from the chaos and confusion caused by this ruling. I've heard from doctors who were unsure if they would wind up in a jail cell for simply doing their job. Women who told me they didn't know if it was safe to start a family here in Arizona. These excruciating conversations are exactly why I have made one thing clear, very clear. This ban needs to be repealed. I said it in 2022 when Roe was overturned, and I've said it again and again as governor. But as they have for 160 years, extreme politicians came up with every excuse imaginable to maintain this draconian ban. A ban that was passed by 27 men before Arizona was even a state. A time when America was at war over the right to own slaves. A time before women could even vote. Today, we are doing what 23 governors and 55 legislatures refused to do, and I'm so proud to be the ones that got this job done. And while I'm proud to sign this bill and provide a moment of relief for Arizonans, we still have work to do. Arizona women are still governed by a ban that leaves no exceptions for rape or incest, nor does it account for complications during pregnancy. We do not have guarantees that the basic right to contraception or access to IVF are protected, even as threats mount. Today, we should not rest, but we should recommit to protecting women's bodily autonomy, their ability to make their own healthcare decisions, and the ability to control their lives. Let me be clear. I will do everything in my power to protect our reproductive freedoms, because I trust women to make the decisions that are best for them. And I know that politicians do not belong in the doctor's office. I know how hard these conversations can be. I've lived them myself. And I know there's no place for the government in that room. I trust that when it comes to these very personal decisions, that you and your loved ones know what is best. I want to thank the legislators and the reproductive freedom advocates who are standing here with me today. Without you, this would not have been possible. And thank you to every Arizonan who spoke up and made their voice heard, calling for a repeal of this draconian ban. With that, I'm going to hand it off to Senator Hernandez. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor Hobbs, and thank you everyone for joining us. Today we are here to celebrate the signing and the passage of HB 2677, which is the repeal of the 1864 total ban on abortion. It is not the ban that was passed in 1977 by a Democratic governor. It was passed in 1864 before Arizona was a state. My heart is so full knowing that this moment was made possible by the community's work, advocates, giants in the movement, and we stand on their shoulders today because of the work that they laid before us. I'm also very, very full. My heart is also very, very full knowing that my Democratic colleagues continued unity and we stayed together and we stayed firm in our commitment to lead Arizona in a responsible way and deliver the solutions that Arizonans were expecting for us. But what this moment has also shown us is that one thing is very clear. Our rights are not protected unless they are enshrined in the Arizona State Constitution. This repeal will go into effect 90 days after sine die, which means that our fight for a better collective future is just beginning. The Republican leadership in Arizona has shown that they are unwavering in their desire to strip us of our rights, our voices, and our votes. Yesterday, on the Senate floor, we heard directly from my Republican colleagues that they believe that this 1864 ban on abortion is the right law for Arizona and that we should uphold that. We have no time to let our guard down. Our state has lived under their constant lack of accountability and transparency for far too long. The fight for abortion rights has simply put a bright spotlight on how corrupt they have truly become. Our ability to celebrate this moment goes hand in hand with the reality that repealing this ban today does not mean we are safe tomorrow. Tomorrow, we could see the majority party bring forward a motion that would cut the 15-week ban down to 9 weeks or even 6 weeks. Arizonans cannot trust this body to follow the will of the majority of Arizona voters. But I hope that the next generation of leaders that will be born out of this moment and out of this fight, the young people in this state that have seen the Trump-stacked U.S. Supreme Court and the Ducey-backed and stacked Arizona Supreme Court, take this movement even further. Young people know that Republicans cannot be trusted to uphold our rights. They do not trust you to make the best decision for you and your family and with your medical provider. They have shown that time and time again. They do not trust you to make the best decision for you and your family. Us, the Democrats, are committed to protecting every Arizonan's right to decide what their future looks like. And we will continue to fight like hell to make sure that politicians and government stay out of those decisions. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to bring up Representative Stephanie Stahl-Hamilton, that has been nothing but a warrior for every single person and all of us every day.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Governor. Thank you all for being here. This is a real moment. It's an historic moment. And it's a place and time where three moments all come together. It's a time where we are doing away with what is in the past that doesn't fit the present. And here we are in the present, looking forward to the future. The ways in which we need to continue to push and to move our state so that it meets the needs and the desires of the people of Arizona. I am grateful to have been just one person in these moments shepherding or trying to shepherd a bill through the legislative process. None of us arrived at this moment without the foresight and the hard work of people like former Representative Athena Solomon, who truly paved the way for today. I am so grateful for the unwavering, steadfast support of my Democratic colleagues who, in the midst of the storm, when we wanted to call points of order, when we wanted to correct the record, were steady. They were grounded and solid, knowing that all we needed to do was to show up and vote yes. The rest of it would take care of itself. And boy, howdy, did it. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for helping us mark this point in time where history is changing in Arizona. And thank you all for being a part of the journey. Have a good day.
And also, this is not ceremonial. This is like the actual bills.
Oh, hold on.
Freedom, man.
Would you mind just holding that up one more time?
Yes.
Tell me when you're all good.
White balance.
Let's do that first page again.
Does that work on radio, Holly?
So, I assume this is question time?
I want to go to the microphone.
Oh, yeah, everyone take a step back. There, I